seems like everybody's talking about ray tracing these days. You gonna buy the new NVIDIA graphics card? Hey look, they added ray tracing in Fortnite, ray tracing in Minecraft, Chef Boyardee, RTX 2080 Ti 3080, real-time path tracing, muddy World War II puddles, and glass walls as far as the eyes can see. What a lot of people already know by now is that ray tracing is older than you think. What a lot of people don't know is that it's older than your mom. Now, back when I was a kid, we had to trace rays by hand. Ray tracing was invented in 1525 by Albus Dumbledore. One time his mom caught him drawing porn, so she wouldn't let him buy a computer, but he still wanted to play Fortnite, so he decided to render it by hand. Rendering each frame was taking him kind of a long time, so he invented the world's first GPU, the NVIDIA GTX 1. Here's how it worked. He attached a string to a hook on the wall and dragged it along his fucked up guitar. He drew the color and texture that corresponded to the position of the string in the GTX 1. The result was the most realistic drawing of a guitar the world has ever seen. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, this isn't actually ray tracing? You're wrong, and you should think about this instead. Of course, once he realized he had the world's most realistic render available to him, he went right back to his naughty ways. Now let's see what everyone else was doing in 1525. Biggest witch trials in world history, bubonic plague spreading in France, Hernan Cortez kills the last Aztec leader, the fall of a Mayan civilization. Good year. Anyways, fast forward like 8,000 years, some lucky boy in the 1960s with a more charitable mother did it on his computer, but that was only in 2 dimensions. Finally, in the 1970s, these slow retards at some place called Bell Labs put out this video. 1 year later, this paper comes out, which we are totally going to read in another video. I mean, it's only like 3 pages long. By 10 years later, everybody's cat was doing some form of ray tracing. Now you might be thinking, wow, if these dumb fucks in the late Cretaceous period could program ray tracing before color was even invented, I bet it's easy, and I could probably do it too. Yes, you're right. You can. A lot of times things just aren't as complicated as you initially think they are. You see something that's made by someone who has a PhD or years of engineering experience, and usually whatever it is they made, if it's a software thing, is something that you can do on your own in like a weekend of work starting from zero. Ray tracing happens to be one of these things with a reputation for being extremely complicated. People think that you have to be like a master of C++ and know how to program GPUs or something to make a ray tracer. In reality, they're pretty easy to make. I made one a couple of weeks ago that was like 200 lines of code. There's a famous example of the guy, he put his ray tracing code on his business card, or was it a postcard or something like that, and this wasn't some obfuscated piece of C code. It was like, they just removed the white space and it fit on the card. One of the cool things about ray tracing is that without using too many complicated techniques, you can get an image that's really beautiful. With normal rendering, you're going to have to do all sorts of crazy stuff to try and get anything that is even remotely as pretty as even the most naive ray tracer that you can make in a couple of hours. Anyways, I'm going to show you how to make a ray tracer and probably some other machine learning stuff too, so welcome to the channel.